Hello, Will here, and today we are back in Skyrim, and we are going to be looking at 3 more Skyrim mods for Xbox. And today's video we got 2 kind of very small ones, one little silly one that is to say makes a slight alteration, and then we got another one that has a bit more to it. Won't show everything off in it, but I'll give you a general gist of what it does. Right, so let's get straight into it with mod number 1, which the first one is just a little silly one that I thought, why the fuck not? Which is Cheese Chickens by, well, it just says Dragoon because it was ported over. So it was ported by Dragoon 23 ports, but they weren't the original mod author, so maybe the mod author was either called Dragoon or Dragoon 23. Either way, this is a port of Cheese Chickens, and it kind of basically just says what it says on the tin, basically, which is all the chickens now are made of cheese. And there we are, there is a cheesy chicken. I know it don't look like a chicken, but it is a chicken. Now all the chickens in the game are made of cheese. Now what I don't know is, do they still give you chicken meat or do they give you cheese? That I do not know. Now this is what seems to be playing in a series of other mods that turn other things into cheese, but I just wanted to do the chicken. So what we're going to do is we're going to, oh no, bounty, oh, so we're just going to quickly kill the chicken and we'll have a look. Okay, so it only changes the model. You still can get crafting feathers and you can still get chicken breast, but it just changes the model, which that is of cheese. Yummy. But that's it. That's basically it for the first one. The first one was just a little silly one, which is cheese chickens. Why not? But right, and yeah, again, so this was, I'm going to take a stab in the dark here and say that this was created by Dragoon 23 and was ported by Dragon 23 ports. Oh, so I was going to say, what the hell is that noise? Is that over there? So yeah, and as obviously always, there will be a link in the description below. If you want to just have a look at it for yourself, if you want to add it to your game because you like silly mods or something like, So there'll be a link in the description below to it, and then yeah, that's it for mod number 1. So let's move on to mod number 2, and for that I need to go and find a giant's camp. So I'll see you there when I find one. Right, and here we are with mod number 2. Well, it's just over there. Well, kind of just over there. But for mod number 2, we are looking at Simply Bigger Giants and Mammoths by Ruddy88, but has been ported by Naughty Molly. So this one again is another one, is basically what it says on the tin, which is basically it increases the size of giants and mammoths. Now, in a little testing, I did notice the size difference in giants, but I didn't notice that much of a size difference in the mammoths. So I don't know if it's because I got the mod in the wrong place in the load order, or if the giants have been made bigger, but they're not like stupidly bigger. Just a little bit bigger. But they do increase their size. But in with that as well, if you just did this normally using the creation kit and just increase their size, the problem is that the hitbox would remain the same. But apparently this one does fix the hitbox issue. So with the increased size, does also alter the size of the hitbox. So no matter where you hit them, should actually hit them. So what I'm gonna have to do is, with Mr. Giant over here, is I'm gonna have to slice him in the butt like so. Slice him in the butt. And so we can go and see the size comparison. Now I don't have a straight off comparison with an original size giant, but you can just tell from here that they are bigger. Because I think initially the head would maybe be about the size of, like, I don't know, probably like the torso of my character of Larry. Oh, you just killed a Boofer cultist. Okay, I must remember to get the book. So, you know, you could definitely tell that the giant is much bigger. But I do struggle to see the size difference in the mammoths. Or at least I did initially. Found it a bit difficult to see the size difference. Oh, I missed him. It's him. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh! Oh! I feel sorry for Mr. Giant there. Kind of got him in the nuts. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, I'll take your money. So, yeah. The giants, I do kind of find harder to see the size difference in them. The problem is now they're kind of activated a little bit. Oh, no, you stay there, Mr. Mammoth. So it's a bit harder to tell with the mammoth, but I do think it is bigger. But the problem is that the mammoths were already kind of chunky in the first place. I'm gonna have to kill it, unfortunately. Sorry, buddy. Oh, you're not solid. I'm gonna have to. See, now, at this point, now it's a lot easier to tell the size difference of it. But initially, it's a bit harder to tell, but when you take it down, you get closer to it, it is a bit easier to tell. But right, so that's it for mod number 2, which is, again, it's just simply bigger giants and mammoths. Created by Ruddy88 and ported by Naughty Molly. And no, in this one, it's not a silly mod. It's just a I couldn't really say lifestyle change. It's just a game. It's just a general miscellaneous game change, which I'm probably going to keep running because it's not a big download file size. It actually does pretty well. Oh, that's what I killed originally with the mammoth over there when I was trying to chop him over there. But yeah. So I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to add it to your list, because I think it'll probably be remaining on mine, because it makes sense for the mammoths and the giants to be quite big. Like mammoths and giants, for God's sake. They're going to be huge. But I will be reversing time, so these mammoths, I don't particularly care about the giants, but the mammoths would not be killed. I just unfortunately had to kill them here, just for the sake of showing you. But they will be brought back to life. So I don't have elephant levels on my ass for killing a woolly elephant. But right, we're going to move on to the last mod of the video, which is the one that has a bit more to it, but obviously I won't be showing you all of it, just give you a little taster of it. And for that, we're going to go to Markov, because it's a mixture of showing one aspect of Markov, and then also going to need to go and find the crafting station or forge, because there's a bit more there to show, but I might show that in Whiterun. But either way, I'll see you in a minute, or in a second. Alright, and here we are kind of with mod number 3. The kind of will make sense in a minute. But yeah, so mod number 3 is Yoku. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's Yoku because it's YOKU. So Yoku Armoury, which was made by, I'm guessing, Enroys, if I've got that correct, and was ported by young Emma Watson. I mean, she did recently get a speed ticket, so she's probably got a bit more time on her hands because she can't drive around places anymore. Because I mean, she got a ban. Sucks to be her. But anyway, so Yoku Armoury is. It kind of adds in like some new weapons and some new armors. I think it's very. If you're gonna go lore wise, they're very Redguard orientated. Because they had that kind of sort of like that very like Persian Empire style look to them. From what I've seen, it's kind of like Persian. Persian style era kind of thing. You'll see what I mean in a minute when I show you some of the stuff. But yeah, so to give a little breakdown, there are some new weapons and there are some new armors. Now, some weapons and I think one set of armor cannot be forged. It can be tempered to increase its efficiency, but it can't be made at a generic blacksmith forge. But you can find them in the world map, and it does explain in the mod description where you can find them. So I will be showing you one of them in this, not all of it, but one of them. But so there is some more stuff that can be made within the forge itself. So I'm going to give you a quick little look, and I'll show off maybe like 1 or 2 pieces of armor or something, and then depends on how much I can make, and then we will move on to show you a piece that you can't forge. So first off, I'm going to go to this. Now this does come from a cheat mod, so if I can remember which one it is, I will link it in the description below. But it's just basically, it's a mod that just adds basically these amounts of ingots into your game in a little chest here. So this is for the purposes of makes it a hell of a lot easier for me if I gotta do mod reviews in these videos. but I need to see what I need, so let's go to the forge. Now the problem is it doesn't quite tell you where in the description where you can find all these new armors and things, like quite what categories they fall in. So let's have a look. So do we have anything in the steel? Yes, we do. So we have in the steel, for example, Bahayu armor, buzzer bands, or basically they're kind of like gauntlets, very similar to gauntlets, and then boots, and then the helmets. And then you also have, for example, a new weapon called Mercenary Cutlass. You also have Outrunner, which looks very, it's in steel. It seems very kind of like fabricy, rather than made of steel. We might have a look at that one. No, we will not, because I need linen wrap and straw, which I do not have. and then, for example, we got the Centuries Nimcher. It's another scimitar, or at least similar to a scimitar. Yeah, so I think that's it for in here. So you find some in the steel. You do have, they got Annika hats and no hood, and this one has a hood. This one doesn't have a hood, but I can't make it because I need the linen wrap and straw, which I don't have any. And then you got Corsair armor and Corsair hood. So this obviously you find in the leather. And then that's it for that one. Dwarven, I don't think there would be anything in Dwarven. I mean, you got Stone Mace and Stone Raid Shield, I think. I think they've been added in. I might be wrong on that one. And Ebony, I think there might be something in Ebony. I might be wrong. So yeah, okay, so here we have the Lafida armor and the Regatta armor. It looks very similar to Lafida. It just doesn't have the cross sash on the Lafida, but the Regatta does. And then you got the Regatta bitter bands, Regatta boots, Regatta helmets, and then Target's armor and the Target's helmets. Well, you know what? Let's have a look at Lafida, and then we've got the Regatta stuff afterwards. So I'm gonna do a little count, and then I'll be back once I've made it. Unfortunately, we did miss one out here, Halendo armor as well, and we also have the Kumakumi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Kumakumi. They all look very similar. They have all that same kind of base model. It's just to have slightly different names. They might and slightly different coloration. Basically, I think is what it comes down to. So you know what? We're actually gonna create the Halendo actually, because it kind of fits the motif of the coloration that Laurier actually has. So I'm going to create the Halendo. Then we are going to create the beta buttons and the boots. I'm not going to read too much about the helmet. I mean, I will, for the sake of this, I will create the helmet. Though most of the time I don't tend to worry too much about doing the helmet, but we'll have a look. Right, so we got that lot created. And so look then, so in the apparel, so we have the hello. Oh my god, that is chunky. That is some chunky armour. I haven't actually seen the armour yet, so, or at least not all of them. But holy hell, that is chunkified. That is. Then you got the boots bands and the boots. So yep, that is chunky. Very chunky, holy hell. And then I'm gonna have no face after this. Oh, I barely got a face. I mean the model, so the helmet model does work with the hair, with modified hair by the looks of it then. So at least the hair's not clipping through. But I've barely got a face. I can barely see my face in it. So yeah, so that is like one example of one armor that you can make. Is it my favourite? To be perfectly honest, you no. In the ways of like general actual model, it's not my favourite, but I'm sure there will be some people out there who would like this. So we're going to go now to Markov, and I'm going to show you where you get one set of armour that you can't actually forge. So I need to go to Markov, and I need to go to the ruins that are basically in the Underkeep, or basically where the Jarl of Markar lives. So I will see you when I get to the Dwemer ruin. Right, so we are now going to need to go over here. Gonna run over there, thank you very much. So you see, you come to here, we are going to go into there. Now, I think normally this is locked by a key, if I can remember correctly. Normally locked by a key. But you can just start doing the quest, or if you're me, you can just use the ring of unlocking and just unlock it. And once you're in, you just got to go through a very small bit of it. You don't have to go too, you don't have to go too far in. So you just go up here and carry on. You have to deal with a couple of spiders, but that's fine. Takes you a second to deal with them. Let's just get down here. So yeah, so you just got to go through a little bit. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. Get a kill cam on a tiny little spider, but don't really give a shit about. You go around, go here. Fuck you. Oh, get another kill cam. Thanks. Just delay the inevitable. Just delay my time. Thank you very much. Go over here. And then... Oh. Fuck off. Right. This time, they are there. So, but I've got to deal with this fucker again. What are you doing? Die, you fucking spot. How have I killed him, but not this fucking... Fuck you, Nimmy. You piece of fucking shit. Anyway, right, so, Blue Spirit is just called Blue Spirit. But the Blue Spirit does have a set of armor, and I think maybe a sword as well, that you can't actually forge. So we got the Askia helmet. Whether it has magical enchantments, I don't know, because they have a bit of a description. So prototype armor designed by a legendary smith who approached the secret of the door of metal before he too disappeared. Don't know, that's probably the description of the armor. Then you got the armor itself. It doesn't look like it has an enchantment, so we might need to have a look, because it does have a bit of a red glow. Same description. Would take that. Oh, I can't carry any more money apparently. So, and then description is same as on that. Description is same as on that, and the Dwemer metal was never created again. Yet that which was left behind has been forward time and again. I don't know if that's a description of the sword or a riddle. Sounds very riddly to me. Anyway, we're going to have a look. So, let's go and put this stuff on. When I could, I don't know fucking how to put it. Boom. And here we are with the blue spirit armor. As you can see, I have no face. Let's actually get the weapon out as well. And there you go. So yeah, so that's the armor. So the model of the armor is very similar to the other one that I made. Is that this one's just blue instead of black, but that's fine. So I think so. You got this model used a few times. There's just slightly different color variations, but this one also apparently, well, looks like it does have an enchantment, but what I don't know what it is. So health regeneration. Okay, so the helmet helps with stamina regeneration. The gauntlets or beater bands have magic resistance. Apparently twice. Yeah, so you do get a bit of magic resistance, stamina regeneration, and health regeneration from the armor. I don't think there's anything specifically going on with the sword. I think it's just a new model of sword. So yeah, I mean, all in all, it's a new set of armor. It looks a bit more unique. There are obviously different variations of the same looking model with just different color variations. There are also some other weapons that you can find that can't be forged, which they give you a kind of rough idea where they are basically in the description in the mods. And yeah, so all in all, the mod itself is fine. You know, especially if you're someone who likes that kind of like more kind of like Middle Eastern, Persian, Byzantine Empire kind of style look. You know, then this might be an armor mod that you might want to try out. For me, I'm probably not going to keep it because it's just because I'm probably not going to keep it, to be honest, because I don't have any use for it. But it's not to say that it's a bad mod. So, as always, there will be a link in the description below to the mod if you want to try it for yourself. And again, this was the Yoku Armoury. This was made by Enroys and ported by young Emma Watson. So, if you want to try it for yourself, knock yourself out. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Right, so that's going to be it for this video. This hopefully is a little bit shorter than the last one. Probably not, no more luck, but oh well, anyway. But of course, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. And if you want to see more, why not subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any more suggestions for me to look at, let me know in the comments below. And if I think I can do a good review on them, I will do it. Because it's like graphics mods, for example, are sometimes kind of like hit and miss because they don't always show up best on video. I will say that. But if it's pretty obvious, I will. And you suggest it, I may have a look at it. So if you got any suggestions, then let me know in the comments below. And that's it for this video. So until next time, I'll see you all later.